back to the channel, fool. Thanks for tapping in. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you like videos like this.
Alright. Help me out, TikTok. Am I going crazy? So, I have an outdoor cat, and I bought him a can of Fancy Feast. Fancy Feast Turkey and Giblets Feast. There's all the information. This is what I found today. This hair is growing out of the food that wasn't ate. And it's coarse hair. It's the same color as my cat, but my cat is a short hair cat. What's happening here? Am I oblivious to this, or is this normal? Help me out.
You will have a new cat in 7 business days.
Start recording. Oh my God.
From the Window World Traffic Center, quality windows, happy customers.
Congestion is now
That's what I'm gonna go!
westbound due to an accident in the right lane at Reed Boulevard.
Transformer just blew. No, I was down there. Them people was, yeah, they was out. They was out. The car.
Hey guys, the magnetic field could explain a lot, especially with the energy waves eaten by the fog. That kid has the super saiyan genes.
You gotta be kidding me! Yo, I swear to God, there was like some. You gotta be kidding me! Who goes there? Who goes there? That not real. What the? You gotta be kidding me! What the was that? You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be messing with me. I swear to God, this gotta be a joke. Whoever's in here, I command you to leave in the name of Jesus Christ. I ask you to leave now. Oh, I got adrenaline going right through my body. What the is that? What? Who goes there? You gotta be kidding me. Was it close? Oh. What is that? Guys, you gotta be kidding me. What's that thing? I'm getting a headache badly. I'm getting a headache badly. You gotta be kidding me!
Bro, no way, this is real.
According to Sarah Winnemucca, the red-headed cannibal giants made their last stand inside this cave after a 3-year war with the Paiute Indians. The Indians threw brush and sticks down into the cave and lit a great fire. Evidence of the fire is all over the ceiling. It's black with soot from flames. The last of the red-headed cannibal giants went down to this location, the very base of the cave, where there was some oxygen remaining. Some tried to escape up this crevasse, but the Indians shot them with bows and arrows and hit them with clubs as they exited. None of them survived, according to Sarah Winnemucca. Some of the last women and children huddled down here under this ledge where there was some oxygen.
Are those giants still around?
You ever just like out to dinner and like you just decide to go on a dinner date with your horse? I know it's real, it's alive. Yep. Just casual.
And I love the horse little hat. Was that Hunter's laptop?
It's really strangely foggy in Southwest Florida. I want you to see what happens. This is not fog. Let me zoom out real quick. This is in Southwest Florida. It's not snowing here, folks. It's not raining at all. You can see my feet are dry. There is no water on this pavement or grass. Okay? Dry. And it is basically snowing out here with this fog. This is not normal.
And that fog is literally everywhere.
A ghost pulled my hair at work tonight, and we actually caught it on camera. Before the ghost pulled my hair, I was standing up against the game machine and I felt something touching the back of my head. And I'm a spiritual person, and if you've seen any of my other videos recently, some weird stuff has been happening to me, and I've been trying to piece it all together. So I turned around and I said, please stop touching my hair. And then I turned back around and I'm looking at my phone, and about 5 minutes later, my hair gets moved. I'm looking down, my hair gets moved out of my face and over my shoulder. It scared me. I jumped and looked and I shouted, what the fuck? And like the girls coming out of the office, I'm pretty sure I scared them a little bit because it was happening at the exact same time. And no, they were not opening the door. There was no draft. And we did test that theory later to see if that door got open as hard as it could, as soft as it could, if it would move my hair in that position. It did not. I'm actually going to clip, after this, I'm going to clip the little video. We went in and watched it. I'm going to play it probably once or twice because I want you to see. If you look at my left shoulder, my back's going to be facing you. Look at my left shoulder and it goes over.
Saw that, right? Saw that, right? Saw that, right?
Are you guys sensitive to ghosts and spirits? And people outside, it's probably nothing. And that is, my friends, the true meaning of Let's Make It Happen.
Alright, Teslabot, come over here. It's time for a break. Yeah, let's play a game. Rock, paper, scissors.
Alright, explain me the rules.
Explain you the rules? What do you mean? I'm pretty sure I saw you playing this with Kim K.
No, it was probably my cousin or something.
Was your cousins? Alright, anyway. So you have rocks, beat scissors, then scissors beats papers, and papers beat rocks. Alright, you got it?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, man, I thought you didn't know how to play. 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. Like, I thought you didn't know how to play this game. Like, explain me, how can you win every time?
I can explain why I win every time.
Yeah.
I lied.
You lied to me?
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I pretended not to know the rules so that while you were explaining them, I was actually scanning your facial expressions and hand movements. This allowed me to predict your next move with only a 10% margin of error.
And it's all fun and games until they get serious.
I gotta go higher. Yep. So I did. And I'm gonna keep going higher. Because after we finish with all of the pretenders and the fake black billionaires, we're going after the Lucian Grangers.
Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian. He's like, you know, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spin.
We're going after the Jimmy Iovines. We're going after the Leo Cohens.
Jay-Z or Dame Dash? Jay-Z all day.
Who's named Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. I don't even know him.
We have to.
Amen to that. Clive Davis.
And I financed Bad Boy Records. To see him, you know, the time that Whitney died, to so articulate why the party had to go on.
Lou Taylor.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on Lou Taylor?
She's a and she should be what she done to Britney Spears' life.
Do you believe that Britney was trying to do Diddy and
Absolutely. All of those girls, all of those men.
And now we're finally talking about the real problem. Not the pawns, but the power pieces.
Uno nomás. No. No, mira. Vaya de la buena.
Well, seen the entity in the glass door.
Flesh, but even that was just his flesh. Gucci was nowhere to be found. I looked dead in his eyes. That was not in there. So it's some weird going on out here. Like, I don't know if the clone, I don't put it past, like, nobody. I'm sure they got the technology to do that. But that's not the real Gucci. That's not the real Gucci. Gucci probably dead. I think they killed him in prison. Cause they was calling me, like every time Gucci locked up, like all his nurses, cause every time Gucci get locked up, they put him on the mental floor. Cause we both got bipolar and schizophrenic and shit. So anytime any one of us get locked up, they don't put us in the general population. They take us to the mental floor. And when they take him on the mental floor, like all the nurses be giving him the phone, they just let him have his way. So I used to talk to Gucci when he was locked. All the times he got locked up, I was.
Do you think she's lying? Then everybody in Atlanta knows about Mike Brazy and Gucci. Think again. What are the chances?
Yo, I can't help but wonder, where the heck does this go? Like, I'm out here on this random road in the middle of Central Park, and there's just this thing here. There's just this brick wall, and there's just something eerie about it. There was another place just like that down the road, but I don't know, guys. Something about this wall, man. Sketchy.
This level is still locked. Combines all the disadvantages of a car and a bike in one.
How dangerous are truly those jungles? Average man gets dropped in the jungle.
You're dead.
Really?
You're dead.
Really?
If you get dropped far enough into the jungle, you're dead.
What's killing you first?
You'll get lost. You get turned around in the Amazon. Everything looks the same. It's not like here where you have big trees and small trees and landmarks. In the Amazon, everything looks the same. And everything wants to eat you in there. I mean, even the bees are carnivorous in the Amazon.
What?
The bees were one of the worst torments for me. And I enjoyed being in the Amazon, by the way. I was there by choice. But mosquitoes were always a nuisance. The bees were worse because I would have like an open wound on my arm. And during the day, bees come. And the bees will land on your arm. And there are these little bees. And they will yank at your flesh. Like they'll bite off a piece and yank it off.
What?
So you constantly have bees pulling little pieces of your open wound away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was, and they also sting you, but the sting isn't really bad. They're like miniature.
Yeah, but when they're eating your flesh off, that sounds.
That drove me crazy. But everything wants to eat you in the Amazon.
Killer bees, new fear unlocked.
Please pack your knives and go. Please pack your knives and go. Please pack your knives and go. Please.
And that, friends, is Alexa being crazy at night.
Đây bốn đơn chứ.
And what's behind those clouds?
Know about the Pantheons?
Never heard of them.
Makes sense. For most of recorded history, nobody did. Noctiluminant group of people that supposedly originated in Eastern Europe.
Noctiluminant, what do you...
Their retinas are entirely comprised of rod cells, which enable sight in dark settings. On the contrary, their retinas have 0 cone cells, which are how we see during the daytime. Even more disturbing than that, from what we'd learned, they have no anterior insula, which is a region of the brain within the insular cortex responsible for processing emotional awareness or empathy. But instead they have something we've defined as PCC.
English, please.
Primal cognition cortex, a 3-layer bed of neurons. And buddy, it's quite the trifecta. PPNs, predatory projection neurons, cells that are typically found only in the utmost apex animalistic predators. These are specialized neurons that connect directly to the amygdala and hypothalamus, fear, aggression, the drive for hunger. Second layer is IPNs, instinctive pattern neurons, enables heightened prey tracking abilities, borderline psychic levels of environmental scanning. But the third layer is the most chilling, HSNs, or hyperspindle neurons. In average humans, the spindle neurons enable rapid decision making, but are limited to emotionally social pathways. In the instance of Pantheons, it combines their primal instincts with unprecedented strategic intellectual sharpness.
What in God's name are these people hunting like?
Well, they operate purely off of logic. To them, the easiest prey aren't animals. It's us.
Is that AI? Snake went from killer to fashion accessory to therapist.
There's this one video, it's going pretty viral right now. It's in China. A lot of people say when they look in this well, they either see their past lives, life they lived before, or they see their relatives. I'm gonna show you the video.
Damn.
But some of them are crying. Some of them
they're like
sobbing, fam. Because they see their relatives, like straight up. It's supposed to be a well, and at the bottom there's obviously water.
Okay.
In the reflection, you're supposed to see the relative or your past life.
I want to see people crying.
There's all these monks that come there, right?
Oh.
Look, you can hear them crying.
That's so scary, dog.
Yeah, and they look inside and they can see it.
That's scary.
So how about we go to China?
Yo,
but would you want to see
I
your
wouldn't
past
want to
life?
see that, fam.
Because what if you... This is where it's... Ready?
Okay.
What if you look in and then...
And that's on my list now.
Yo, that's coming right out of the speaker. I can't turn it up at all. I can change it. I don't understand what name that is. It's coming right out of the speakers in the car, though. thought it was electrical. I do not think it's electrical anymore.
So yesterday and today was really, really foggy. And then I'm walking in the yard and I see this hair growing out of the cat on the ground. It's like that long coming out of the cat. Never seen anything like that. And then I've seen people on TikTok say they've seen it since the fog yesterday.
Very bizarre.
Another thing that the CIA does, so they recruit you, right? And if you don't want to do whatever they want you to do, then they kill you.
New footage of Dane Elkins, the day he disappeared, his last social media post.
Yeah, I just figured going public with this was crazy. They gave me a passport.
He did one last Snapchat and told us that the government was after him and our family. That is when we knew something was really wrong.
On December 21st, 2020, Dane called his mom from the highway saying it wasn't safe to come home.
One of the last things Dane said to me was, "It's not safe, Mom. Your life is in danger, Mom. There's targets on you and there's more targets on Dad."
Police found Dane's car along a mountainous section of highway. A flat tire, his wallet, cell phone, and computer still inside.
He left everything traceable in his car.
Before he vanished, Elkins was a 21-year-old engineering student at UC Santa Cruz, a black belt in karate, and a racquetball champion, winning 23 junior national titles in both doubles and singles competition. His coach, Cliff Swain.
It was an amazing pleasure to work with him. True gentleman, amazing manners, super hard worker.
Off the court, the funny family guy making silly music videos with his siblings.
His family meant everything to him. They weren't just his siblings, they were all his best friends.
But then the pandemic hit, forcing people into seclusion, and his mother noticed a change.
He would be laying in his bed all day, and then he would disappear into the night. Left our house and told us he was going to stay with friends, but he was actually living in his car.
It's a scenario which research suggests may be more common since the pandemic.
I interact with families all the time who have a loved one who's basically disappeared or partially disappeared. They're in touch occasionally.
Bethany Yeiser runs a nonprofit to help people with schizophrenia after her own psychotic episode and living homeless for 4 years.
I had a wonderful childhood growing up with a loving family, and I completely cut them off. I really believe if I hadn't been hospitalized for schizophrenia, I would have never gotten in touch with them again.
He asked what the watermelon drink was made out of. I said organic cane sugar and watermelon.
In Dane's case, there have been a series of reported sightings, first in Bakersfield, then Mojave, then Northern California, where a woman says she bought him food at this Taco Bell in Oakdale.
He was a younger gentleman, probably in his early 20s, nice looking, but a little scruffy because he'd been traveling on the road for a while. He was very polite and he said thank you and he was well spoken.
In April 2022, on the Santa Cruz Wharf, where a young mother and her son were approached by a man who looked like Dane.
He was super nice. He seemed a little scared of the government. So I gave him a $20 bill, and as I was leaving, I heard him order a water and taco.
Deborah Elkins is confident it was her son.
All the credible sightings, Dane accepted food and he was very polite and kind, and he specifically asked for bottled water, which he loves bottled cold water.
But in all these years, no verifiable photos or video, and no contact from Dane. His mom now focused on building a following on social media in hopes the kindness of strangers will help find her son.
I am hoping everybody is keeping an eye out for him and I hear about it in real time so I could get to him before he leaves the area. If you are able to take a discrete photo or video so we can identify him, that will be very helpful.
Dane's younger brother, Cody, now following in his brother's champion footsteps and hoping they'll get to play together one day.
I never stood a chance as a kid, but you know, I'd like him to train for a couple months and play me and see what happens. You know, it would be fun to play.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Luigi?
Dead Teslas packed the parking lot of his Tesla supercharging station in Oak Brook, a scene mirrored in other supercharging stations.
This is crazy. It's a disaster. Seriously.
With temperatures falling into the negative double digits, these charging ports have stopped charging, leaving many Tesla owners stranded here in long lines since Sunday.
Nothing, no juice. It's still on 0%. And this is like 3 hours this morning being out here, after being out here 8 hours yesterday.
Has it been charging?
No, not at all.
It just isn't working?
At all. It's just frozen, and so I'm now getting it towed to the Tesla service center because that's my only option at this point.
Adding to their frustration, they say, is that they're getting no help when they call Tesla for assistance.
No response from Tesla. We have been suffering since yesterday afternoon.
These are unusually cold temperatures, but do you find this acceptable?
Oh, we got a bunch of dead robots out here.
Dead robots.
And that's the luxury, guys, that comes with having a Tesla. And that's a wrap on this episode, fool. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me. Smash the subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.